Welcome back to another episode of Disco Elysium. I'm World Undone. Thanks for tuning in. I feel as though we're getting close to the end. We're getting so close I can almost taste it. No, that was just lunch. Regardless, the game kind of warned me, saying, hey, finish all your side quest stuff before you go into this corridor. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to put this filament...
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Casting the framework, the filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Let's insert the off-site copy.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. The speaker comes to life.
Good evening. First, please repeat. Is this the off-site copy?
I might have a password for the off-site copy.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
No, that's not it.
I don't know.
Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Alright. That's all for
Thank
now.
you.
Tiles on the cube are... The filament slides out like a smooth draw. The filament, the speaker...
Good evening. Please repeat. Good. Good.
Hey,
I've
there we
unlocked the
are.
Production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Oh, I will.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is that... Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Alright, let's read the printout.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Let's read about the workforce.
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations.
Is that in the report?
Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Wait, why did a radio game need so many artists?
It didn't.
It didn't need so many concept artists.
No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skipped work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Alright, let's read about Capital.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Ria, but then came the delays.
Ooh.
Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Ria, with only half of the game finished.
Do they have Kickstarter here, or where did they get this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
Gaunian. Alright, let's skim through the production schedule.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Because of the concept artists?
Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers. With their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches, it was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination.
Is this autobiographical at all? Just wondering.
They couldn't.
Oh, so they were done in by their own ambition.
No. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
I remember, Soona, I think is her name, mentioned that. The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Whirl Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
This is some insane shit. Who were these people?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
Yeah. Now, I'm no math savant, but I can tell you that how many combinations could you make of that is just, it's a lot.
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Yeah, how bad could it be? Yikes. Yikes, okay, I get it.
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest.
I'm sorry. I knew it was a lot, but yikes. Oh my god. It's not an attractive noise either.
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Please stop. Oh. Oh my
That's it.
god. So that's what did them in.
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
The what now?
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Egonian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the World Untethered project was being compiled that day.
And the anomaly caused all the data to get lost in the air? I didn't understand a word of that also.
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
What? They lost the whole game and wouldn't even pay for it?
Always read the terms of service.
Fair enough. They might be long.
And let's face it, they didn't have any money left for a legal action.
Wasn't there a copy of the game, a backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say?
S. Luukinen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident.
Soona?
The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
Not very convincing, is it?
Her former colleagues would agree with you.
Is there anything else from this lead programmer?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Alright, let's read them.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
Well, yeah, I mean, the fact that we know the password means... Well, it doesn't necessarily mean, because we got the password from the Crabman, not from Soona, but... Come on. It's just basically going to mean that we've already talked to Soona.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Alright, let's leave. And... let's see if we can... fast travel from here. We cannot. Okay, well... let's leave and then fast travel. We could go to bed as well. I think this might be a good opportunity to sing some karaoke, though. Now we'll fast travel to... where? Church. Take me to church. This... yeah. No kidding. Jeez. Ooh. Okay. Having that illuminated like that all of a sudden kind of freaked me out a little bit. Oh, Soona, you're still up. Great. Let me unequip this flashlight. Equip a pry bar. Not threatening at all. Soona, my old friend.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say, oh, I don't know, a woman named Ruby.
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
Hey, about that 2mm hole again.
The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great, thanks.
About the off-site copy you asked me to bring.
Yes?
Here it is.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's gonna happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
Wait. No. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
It might be dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. Just depressing.
How do you know?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out.
Something's very wrong with that filament memory.
Soona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps, and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Well, it's certainly something.
done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
You did it? You found the coordinates?
I found the coordinates.
Wow. Okay. This is like the first time I've ever seen her happy.
She's beaming.
Yeah.
You can feel it in your heart.
I don't need to feel it in my heart. I can just look at her for 2 seconds.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So where is it? Where is your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
She points at the other end of the church where a group of water bowls forms a ritualistic arch.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double check my calculations. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Huh. Okay. Well, let's do it then.
It's awfully silent again, as if measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall.
Alright, well... autosave. What do you got for me, Soona?
Yes, what is it?
I moved the water bowls to the right position, just like you asked. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
She stops, biting into her chapped lip.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Wait, why did you have your headphones on mute in the first place?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Scared. Ooh, now I'm a little scared. Isn't it just gonna be silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
What?
I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
You're right. We should be cautious. We don't know what we're dealing with here.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
It's scary, but we just have to face it.
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
She puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press unmute on the keyboard.
The lieutenant takes a step back.
Oh, suddenly you're, believing in the paranatural again.
And then, nothing. Nothing happens. As Soona, Logan and Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Yeah, not as quiet near my apartment. Can you hear anything?
She doesn't answer. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Well?
Damn it.
She lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Come on, did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
What?
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No.
She rests her face on her hands, massaging the forehead.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have
Legendary. Well, might as well try it. Figure out why Soona couldn't hear anything through her headphones. Okay, well, I'll be back soon. God, it's like I've been picking up the wrong things. I don't have anything that helps me with perception.
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own breathing, heavy and hoarse from all the nights spent drinking. It's the breath of an old man. But there's something else. There has to be. Something big. Something unexpected. Something new. Yet to be discovered. Ghosts. Speak to me. When was the last time this world had anything new to say?
Well, did you hear anything?
Nothing.
Yeah.
The lieutenant looks down at the floor, as if to say, you're wasting time here. Maybe the speedfreaks can help you with this. Go talk with Andre.
Andre, huh? It's an interesting idea. A very interesting idea. Might as well check it out. Again, I get the feeling that we're approaching the end. Who knows if Andre's even still up.
Huh?
Oh, not you.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes? What's the deal?
I'm making progress in the church, but it's slow going. There's a hitch in Soona's research.
What kind of a hitch?
She's trying to catch an anomaly using a special microphone setup, but she can't hear the audio coming through her headphones.
An audio shortfall, you say? Guess what? We got speakers with massive low end. There's a good chance it can do it.
They've got one speaker. One. Uno.
I think we have found a solution.
We've got some serious range on this baby. It'll blast her shoes off. Believe me. Yes. What?
He nods.
Goodbye, officer.
So we talk to her and say, hey, these guys outside have a great idea. They'll use their speaker to pick up the sound, and then they'll make friends? Is that the plan? Because if it is, I kind of like the plan. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, what is it?
Still
No.
nothing. Soona isn't even looking at you this time.
So all I did was examine the speakers. Alright. Do we level up our perception? We certainly have the points to spare. What else are we going to use it for?
Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears.
Nice!
You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace.
Little headspace, huh? I'm not going to comment on that.
And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Soona, what if we just need a better sound system?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
Murmurs the lieutenant, inspecting the damage done to the arabesques.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Yes, but they could help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks?
She closes her eyes as more dance music invades the holy silence of the sanctuary.
Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would, if you wouldn't mind them if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Great, I'll go talk to them then.
Sure. Let me know how it goes. Thanks, officer.
You're welcome. Alright, so, well, we're just kind of going back and forth at this point, but it's fun. We've got to tie up all these loose side quests. Know what I mean? What is this? Full of holes. What? Okay. How did I not notice this before? No. Not that one. Yes. 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 Wait. Beautiful. Alright. Well, we got plenty of muns, sons. Let's go. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of
Hi
ether.
again. So, how are things going?
Yes? What's the deal?
Good news, I've managed to convince Soona. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of anodic dance music.
The speed freak smiles, happier than he's ever been before. You're gonna have to share space for a couple weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage. And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean the illegal drug lab? There will be no shady shenanigans in the church. Only love and anodic dance music. Right, Akehead?
Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Oh, the Jamrock Shuffle's done. And we're out alone. What's with that noise?
The Jamrock Shuffle. In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Huh. Okay, if you say so. Not sure exactly how that works. Let's see. -1 shivers. All learning caps raised to 3. Wait, learning. Learning would be up these, up here, right? Right? So then it's useless. It's gotta be. Yeah, we'll forget this thought. And we will start... Well, this one only takes like an hour. Not the best one, though. Sure. Apricot chewing gum scented one. Learn a little bit more about my ex-wife. Now, it's too late in the day to talk to the woman. Is that Tear? Sure looks like Tear, but I can't pick it up. I wonder if we can check in on these people. No. Oh, looks like we can.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000!
He waves his hands in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
He looks at the imposing black box in the corner that's churning out the sound.
Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
Egghead, you must have a lot of ideas.
Yakokata! Yakokata! The place to be!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Alright, well, what do you think is a good name, Andre?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
So, what would you suggest as the name?
How about something simple? Like the club?
I think a great name. You know what I think the name should be? Disco Elysium.
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Oh, the morning after. Yeah. No, give me your 2 cents on the issue.
The amnesia.
I've had a lot of experience with that, unfortunately.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia!
It's not amnesia, guys.
Soona, do you have an opinion on this?
I don't.
Fair enough.
We have too many opinions anyway.
Kim, how would you name the club?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
Alright, Kimball.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
Hey, Crabman, you have an idea?
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Aw, come on.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas herself. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
Alright, I think I've come up with a name.
You have?
Disco...
Oh, what's the name?
I already said it. Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
Hell yeah, got to have that title drop in there.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone
Beautiful.
welcome to Disco Elysium.
A light beam washes over the dance floor, bathing it in violet blue.
Andre breaks into frenzy dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat.
Frenzied. What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
He performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kind of lame. We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
He jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the club lights.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves?
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, what's with the hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure, with the fused together spikes. But it looks like he's balding.
Or is it because you're balding?
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me.
I wonder how old Andre really is.
I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20.
Right. How old are you, Andre?
Not 20.
Is it important for you to be an individual?
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway,
That's it for now.
goodbye, officer.
Well, let's check in with everyone. Why not? This might be one of the last chances we get, so let's check in with... Are the signs corrected yet?
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
He looks around the hall, examining the carpentry.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me,
Nice, I did
I don't
it.
know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority.
I have noticed
You-
it.
You really came through for the hardcore underground.
Well, I do what I can.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass.
These kids got spunk. I admire that.
Okay.
What he means is, you can't possibly have handed them this real estate for such a flimsy reason. Then again, whatever keeps your nose out of the bottle and on the job.
So, Noe, what do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. Now it can be something more.
Boy, we've got a lot to talk about. How old do you think this church is? Over 300 years?
That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, on the coast here. Was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. The sea, perhaps something more fundamental.
He means something paranatural. He must...
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
His voice echoes in the wooden cavern of the church. What style is this church built in?
A cop who's into building critique. Okay then, this is folk DeLoreanism, lawmongerer. It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture.
Okay, and what is DeLorean architecture like?
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
What would a DeLorean building look like?
Like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Married shit. Virtue and tyranny.
This church isn't painted white, as far as I can tell.
Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside. Before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Fair enough. What did you mean by dead bodies?
Dead bodies of perennial plants. Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total.
Spiritual collapse?
I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, Cop Man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away.
Sounds rather dark.
They had sensed that she could no longer see them, and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
Where's that quote from?
A Sarais man who lived a long time ago. An ancient hardcore brother.
What you're saying is you're not a big fan of the Innocentic system.
A 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history, built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false core.
But you guys said the Ecclesiastes were all about love and hardcore. Before, remember?
I only said unity. One word. Figures of authority always misquote you.
Fair enough.
Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what people say. You should listen to what they are.
And you propose dance music will supplant this system.
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
How do you like the glasswork?
I don't. Fuck her giving me the evil eye.
Oh, excuse me, that's her Innocence Dolores Day. Mind your words.
You defend her, law minion. She was a mass murderer. What's up with that?
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love. Mass murder on the floor.
Boy. Would you say she was, you know, human?
I like this question, Cop Man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent. Or some shit like that.
Yeah, they hate this too.
Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
I do feel like there is something terrifying about her.
There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
Oh, come on, keep it. Keep the beautiful sharp shards. Keep her long face in her hair.
The speed freak's eyes narrow with suspicion, as if he's looking at a man possessed.
It's not coming down. People are gonna love it. It'll be like our thing. Plus it keeps the cold and the rain out.
She's the innocence of humanism. Humanism seems to be a pretty big deal around here.
Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass produce hundreds of billions of pigs.
And many, many more tons of sugar.
Okay.
She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long-dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know?
But she's pretty.
She invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her glass cutters and iconographers. You set the standard, alright. Then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers.
Not hardcore at all. It's anything but softcore. It's terrifying.
You may be onto something, Copper Man. She's got those mass murdering hips.
Ooh, mass murdering hips. That's getting me a little excited there. Isn't she supposed to be an embodiment of the world spirit?
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit.
He raises his left hand.
This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
Alright, I'm done talking about her.
What a strange choice of words.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because she reminds me of my ex-wife.
Caustic. That can't be healthy. What's
Okay.
happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
I don't know.
Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about it.
Let's talk about the glasswork again. I've been thinking about her.
The mass murderer. Why?
Nah, never
Okay.
mind. How are you settling in?
Hard to say, cop man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crab man.
Oh, you mean Tiago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place. Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
What do you mean?
The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
Yeah. I wanted to talk some more about this place.
Dead body,
Oh.
spirit, and I did get to. Anyway, dude's seen some crazy. The man, good thing you didn't squash him.
So what did Tiago tell you about the church?
The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
You mean there are dead bodies in here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
Oh, metaphorical. What's it for?
Encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isla. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church surrounding it
Uh-huh.
to contain it.
Contain what?
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either. What it does. But it's what this Soona person is looking
Soona?
for. And trying to measure.
He nods towards the woman.
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
What makes you think Soona's going to fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
Wait. I think you missed a word there. I found a doomed commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubies are trying to contain.
Like a concentric ring spreading out. The struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
You think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not a thing we can answer, cop man. Even I have limits. I'm a limited size person.
Well, if it's without substance, I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, cop man. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well.
Oh, good. Well, why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing.
Yeah, Noid, what does that mean?
It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
Oh. I see. May I ask why? What good is being suspicious?
A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution. Caution is suspicion.
What are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
This is a good, dangerous line of questioning. You should prod him on.
Sure thing. And what are the most suspicious
I
things?
don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment, the pig-wheat paradigm.
Tell me more about the left-right business.
I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity. The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray, far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
Whatever this true life is, you feel it's the real centerpiece of this mythology.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel a little bit like I was kind of like this when I was a kid, trying to figure out, like, the meaning behind life and truth and everything, and after a while, it's just like, you know, life just is. What's suspicious about the production of pork and wheat?
It's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
What's bad about cereal grain? Having enough food could be a precursor for greater things.
Yes, having food is means to an end, but the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
Well, this was stimulating. I want to ask you about something else now.
His eyes flicker.
Alright. God, do I really want to talk to this guy for even longer? Yeah, sure. I mean, game's almost over. We gotta squeeze every little bit of it that we can. You mentioned true life. What would that be like?
A life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself. In others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
How would you go about returning to this true life?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Just like that. The speed freak is
Oh,
right
God.
in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. The young man is dead serious about this.
So you're advocating a noise-based society.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true, hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
You keep mentioning hardcore. What does it mean to you?
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well. Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
Hardcore!
Yes, he most certainly does. His friend shouts from behind his mix table with a smile surpassing your own in wideness, a total moon face and eyes full of naive wonderment. Yes, thank you for clearing that up.
Happy to help.
Let's change the subject.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Oh, God. Internalize... I'm not going to do that. What's with the clothes?
They're hardcore.
That's it?
They're just clothes.
Are they? They look outlandish.
Nah, these are just boring, normal, hardcore clothes. That's outlandish.
It's my friend and accomplice. It makes me party harder.
I can see that. And you've partied very hard for a very long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I sure have.
It looks like you're trying to hang yourself with it. So large, too. So many different patterns. It's crazy, man. I like it. Makes me want to forget you took all our money.
Oh yeah, remember that? Remember the good times, Noid?
You suddenly realize the patience and respect this speed freak has shown you is partly because of your style. He's probably not like that with everyone.
Respect as a man!
Okay, so... Really feel it, huh? I'm not feeling it.
She's
Got an
whistling
autosave.
a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree.
Underwater inside a tree.
But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead.
What for?
For getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are.
How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Soona, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the Crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Oh, the Crabman's nice. Now, can you tell me about your associates? And, Noid saw the Crabman. You didn't?
Sure.
Yay.
He helped us out.
There we go.
I can repay the favour.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
Tell me about Soona.
Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time.
Yeah, it's, not surprising.
But earlier today, she told me about, well, things. And she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
What about Tiago?
Oh, the Crabman. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the Crabman. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
Yeah, I was just talking about that. What for?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
Fair enough. What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do? Yell up at the tower?
Yeah, and it's gonna be swallowed up by silence before the words even reach his ears. Thanks. About the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Andre, is he your boyfriend?
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
What has he organized?
Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organize around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
On his mother's love?
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Noid.
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean do? Like for a living?
Yeah.
He's a carpenter.
Really?
Trained. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that. In a shop somewhere.
Is that because of his beliefs? The hardcore and the ribs? The spinal cord and stuff?
Not to sound too dramatic, but I wouldn't make light of his belief system when he's around. Noid's a serious person. He's serious about the lifestyle.
What's this pilgrimage you're talking about?
It's just something poor Forberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock. Or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Let's say I haven't been down Boogie Street.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
Might just do that if I make it there alive.
Yeah.
Alright, tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Egghead.
What do you mean?
What do you think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
He's told me as much, but what exactly is a party boy?
Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offense if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
No offense taken. Go on.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in.
The system is down. The system is down.
He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Were you a hype man? Kimball? Where's he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from. or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City. Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning. All night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah. It was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
Aw, you're sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
You, Acel.
Me? Again?
Yes, I forgot. Tell me about yourself.
I told you, I'm a silver bird.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Sure.
Alright, that's it for now. Let's chat with Soona after clearing some of these notifications. What do you mean file not found?
What is it?
404. How's the project going? I see your neighbors have moved in, but all I hear is hypnotic dance music.
What? What did you say?
You can barely hear her over the thumping bass of hypnotic dance music. I said... How's the project going?
I can't hear you. The music is too loud.
The project! How's it going?
Oh, the project. It's not going well.
Why?
There's that guy. I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me. He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekukata. A place to be, apparently.
I'll speak to him, see what I can do.
Thanks. Maybe you can get through his magic rhyme.
She just jazz hands to mock him.
Let me know how it goes.
Alright, I'll let you work in peace. And I've been pretty good at doing that before.
Denarian Church, the place to be! Make some noise, my church people!
Large speakers are set up behind the young man, blasting a familiar song.
He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. In front of him, the audio mixer. One reel spinning. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side you see an auxiliary line in with the number 4.5 written next to it.
How do you like the church, Egghead?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place!
Preach it.
The first page of the second chapter!
Egg, can you please route Soona's signal through your speakers?
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary! What kind of a cable does she use? 3.5 or 4.5?
It's 3.5, no doubt about it. It's on the ground.
Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
Oh no, we're going to leave this church forever.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, Kim.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here.
He searches for the cable on the ground and picks it up, looking at the jack.
Hang on, this is a 4.5. We're all good, people!
With a grin, he sticks the plug into the auxiliary line and you hear a satisfying click.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Thanks?
Great! Someone got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music.
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec. For a special scheduled event. The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes. And then I'll turn off the music.
Alright, goodbye, Egghead. Let's quick save. Equals false.
What is it?
Close brackets equals true. Alright, I talked to Egghead, he plugged in the cable. You can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Maximum! Maximum is the only way!
I know it isn't. Could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way, okay?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way! Glue style!
Glue style? Okay. There literally
Oh.
is no other way. The mixing desk is glued to Maximus.
Fantastic.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
Why do you want to turn down the volume?
Because I'm afraid that something might happen. It's an unknown phenomenon. We can always turn it back up if there's a need.
Can't turn down to hardcore!
I think what Egghead is trying to say here is that the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Okay.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready.
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
I guess I am too.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty.
Knees
The
weak.
church seems cold and large, somehow.
Arms are heavy. I'm ready.
5, 4,
3.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready, everyone.
Mute disengaged.
She lifts her hand from the keyboard. Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence,
Oh,
a low
no.
hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
There's alarm in the man's voice as he steps back to scan the surroundings. A slight rattle, like crystal clattering in the cupboard, fills the air, joining the chorus.
It's getting louder.
Says Noid, his eyes riveted on the strange circle of water basins.
In the basins, the water looks
Ooh,
like it's
creepy.
boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
You hear Egghead yell, then something else, but his voice is growing faint.
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
It was in me at first.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
The glass shards around Dolores Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating from the sound. It almost looks as if she's alive.
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously, his eyes searching for a possible evacuation route.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Ooh. She looks up. A screech fills the air, a scream of wooden nails. The pillars of the church twist and creak above and around you.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to earth! Love!
That's it. I'm muting it.
Yeah, we should stop. Soona, mute it.
Shit! It doesn't stop.
What?
Asil, have you?
Yes, I've turned it off.
What?
Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive
Oh.
feedback loop. This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead, it's in the desk.
And then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead, holding a dangling cable in his hand. a black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
Is such a thing even possible?
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What was that? I've never heard anything like it.
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never
Ooh.
even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusted after the exposure.
You're going to write Sulislav?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to boost the frequency anyway.
What happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
Yay!
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth. For her, at least.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes. And we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you, you know. The person you were knows.
Alright, let's try it. Let's try it, baby. Okay, I'm gonna pause to pick out my outfit. I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. I did get a new jacket that increases logic. We have logic +5 now. I have no idea why this fallen hat would give +2 to logic, but it does.
Yes, what is it?
You don't have
Nice.
to. You already have. A long time ago.
Wait, how?
These thoughts formed in you somewhere. In a long-forgotten discussion. Behind a kitchen table. In the evening light. Drinking coffee and smoking. With a friend.
Soona? It is the origin point of the Pale.
What?
The swallow. It's how it starts. It's baby Pale.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
No, we are 20 meters from the very edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave. Then back at you.
The Pale is only an effect, a transition between the world and that.
Then what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing. No.
It's less than nothing. It's the final rest state for reality. Imagine if all this never was.
Then the Pale is...
A gradient.
But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day, when it's larger, it will be.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world.
This is one of those places.
According to this, how long...
Until it starts swallowing? It's already started. Starting with sound.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects in addition to sound and data?
An intellectual hunger fills him, casting fear aside.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM
Knows how to think this.
I think I've had this thought before. That's how I know.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Thank you, Kim.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
It didn't form in a church. The church formed around it, which we kind of already knew.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus. Or a containment facility of some kind. Built by the first settlers.
Yes, acting on an instinctual level, or religious practices we've forgotten.
I have considered the same. The bad news is
Ooh.
there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement.
That is bad news.
Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
All the failed businesses in the doomed commercial area, all the failure in Martinez.
you think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even say software development?
It's possible.
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
Yes, even the revolution was defeated here. I mean, a kind of anthroponetic history.
I told the producers we need to go ahead to a normal office building with amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history. I told them.
I should let people still working in there know about this. They might be affected.
You mean Plaisance and the dice maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
Yes, both of them deserve to know.
Then go tell them.
One day, all the world will be like that 2mm hole.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window. Cold and moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest, some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad, but
Man, you will certainly sound.
one more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
The club is the only thing keeping this place and the rest of reality together.
I wouldn't go so far as to...
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out.
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthroponetic detection to perform in this district.
I'll let you work in peace now, for real this time. Wow. That was something. That was a lot. Our side quests are kind of being crossed off one by one. So let's leave. Let's see. How much have I recorded in this episode? Oh, a fair bit. Alright, well, I still got stuff to do. It's 1 a.m. right now, and I think it's about time to fast travel, after quick saving, to the Martinez waterfront. Oh, I kind of wanted to talk to this guy a little bit more, and Gart, for that matter.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Karaoke now? No, not now. This guy, what about this guy?
Hi again, Gendarme.
Composure,
Bye-bye,
huh?
Gendarme.
Do I have anything that increases composure? I will, do this off camera. No, not much, but I was able to put on some more sensible clothes.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Okay, composure,
Bye-bye,
huh? Let's try it. Composure, level it up. Can we? Yeah, we can.
Hi again, Gendarme.
This is still so low.
It's the sports.
Snake
He's a
eyes.
sports guy. All about that
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Alright, maybe later. Alright, Gart. I don't need to sing karaoke now. Is there any other composure checks I could get? Okay, so let me look through this now. Cargo container door. We need rhetoric. Interesting. That would be something to look at. Pile of clothes. Pile of clothes? Where was the pile of clothes? Oh, I remember. It's the businessman. Oh, and there's you. Composure legendary. Interesting. This was just to get a sandwich. That was to get a date. Wash basin. Oh god, okay. Well, never mind. I think it's about time for bed. Can I go in here? Oh, I can. Not sure I should. What's this? Oh god, don't tell me.
Good.
Ah!
It's on Earth every day.
Ridiculous. Alright, I'm going to bed. See you in the morning, Kim. Bye, Kim. Bye forever. Nice knowing you. Alright, we're not going to bed. Yeah, right. We're gonna see if this woman is available to talk. And we're gonna quick save before we do it. Close the door behind us. Be tactful. Oh, wait. This room has sat all over it. Reminds you of your own. Yep, sounds about right. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. Interesting, we can see the behind now. Oh, she's not here. Where is she then? This is where she sleeps. I mean, she did kind of say that she wouldn't be around here after 11, but I thought it was worth a shot. Oh well. Not much else I can do. I can try to flirt with Lillian. Now that, oh, Lillian's asleep with her kids. So, let's go to sleep and see what sort of horrible dreams we can come up with.
The bed is still cold from the broken window. The room behind your closed eyelids is familiar now. The only home you've ever known. Its darkness gathers. The last thing you hear is the wind blowing in through the broken window. Then something comes. A kind of sleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
I was a little less surprised. Now I know what to expect. It's time for the theater from my limbic system and my lizard brain, or whatever it's called. Yeah, just let me sleep.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
Helped? Yes. Saved or murdered? Not really.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And then forgets about it.
Okay, so I'm a murderer, and that's bad.
Hear that? He doesn't even flinch. Iceman doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Blackwater, under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream, huh? Getting some goosebumps here.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it will be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Let's open our eyes. So have we gone insane yet? Alright, heal morale. Good. I'm guessing this is the exact same buggy thought that I've been experiencing.
Good.
Yeah,
Your hits ascend Earth every day.
I don't know what the deal is with that. Anyway, so now that Kim is gone, I'm gonna try to talk to this woman without Kim around. See if it works. It does! Awesome. Okay, perfect. I am gonna quick save.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Now that Kim isn't here, let's talk about Sunday night.
Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you were a police officer.
It's one of the first things I remember doing in Elysium.
Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
She arches her eyebrow, waiting for it to connect with you.
Oh, we're huge, where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Which option to pick? Yeah, we go on alright.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this?
Yes. There was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also...
What else?
That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Thank you.
No problem, sir.
Gotcha. Let's return to this later. Alright. Another thing done. Cross off the list. Well, let's grab our best buddy Kim. I don't know why this is happening now with the halo around my head.
Two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman having sex. A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth.
There was something up there. Something to bring up with Kim. Close the door. And grab our buddy. Good morning. Anything new from my cop buddies? Anything new from you?
Yes, sir.
No. Gart, later.
Yes?
Oh, wait, why am I even talking to Kim? Besides the obvious reason that Kim's amazing. So what was the plan? Oh, right. We just go back upstairs and talk to her about the other stuff. Goodbye, Kim. Never gets old. Never gets old. Hello? You feel someone watching you behind the glass door. A woman. Is that so?
Two neon-lit shapes. A man and a...
Oh, I see. That's why it was a new thought, because Kim wasn't with me. I suspected that might be the case.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
I found your buoy. It was empty. Just seawater.
Oh.
Did you take the documents?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the second option. I'm afraid you may be in danger.
Yes, I am. Regardless of who took the documents. It was probably just an accident. I was worried at being too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
The words, washed away, sound distant and strange suddenly. Somewhere far away, a dog barks.
Let me see if we can get anything else out of her.
Lies.
Yes, we demand. She slowly.
Sure. The record. Yeah?
Hate to say it, but you've got sad all over the place.
Yeah. I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Is that why you're out here?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you? Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
She taps the roof with her heel.
Somewhere below, military-grade sand is dripping off the walls. You should say the first thing. It's honest. It will lead to introspection.
It's a demon who smells of betrayal and apricots.
I love apricot chewing gum.
So do I.
Betrayed by the things we love. What a rotten deal.
Indeed. She breathes in a large billow of menthol-infused smoke, then lets it out slowly.
All right.
Anything else?
Yes, miss. I hope you don't mind.
I ran the serial number on his boots. I know his name.
Good for you.
I bet you're playing aloof because you want to know really, really bad.
Not really. I just think Lely's good enough. But go ahead. You look like you want to tell me.
Ellis Cortaner. Whatever. It was his name.
Sounds oddly feminine.
Yeah, it kind of does. Ellis.
All right. Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more.
Okay.
She nods. She looks at chipped
Pretty. All right. I like it sudden.
No, not too sudden. Let's return to this later. Take a look at these. Alright, not much else to do here. Oh, what? That was not what I meant to click.
Two neon lit.
Yeah. So, what next? Okay. Should we talk to Titus? Maybe we can get a little more out of him. God, the smoker. He always... It's not like T-pose exactly, but he always starts in the neutral position.
The copper NATO is back. What do you want?
Do we want to do this now? Or in the next episode? Yeah, sure.
Yeah? What?
Thanks for the review. I'm gonna take off. So yeah, we got nothing new there. So, I mean, there's still plenty of stuff to check out. I forget what the game mentioned as, like, the things that we need to do. Oh, we should talk to Plaisance and the Dice Maker. We still haven't even found the murder weapon. And we do have to sing karaoke. That part is very important. And we will do all these things in the next episode. Thank you so much for coming along with me in this journey. What a journey it's been so far. Could be that the next episode is the last, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got 2 episodes out of this. Maybe even 3. Either way, that's going to be the end for this episode at the very least. Thanks so much for coming along with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm World Undone. Take care.